hockey game this evening where your Panthers will take on the heated rival from Bethel Park, the Blackhawks, in their away orange and black pants. Panthers in their home whites tonight here from the Ice Castle in the B location. We have been kicked out of our own center ice facility, and we are in the corner. And hopefully we'll be able to see a lot of action up close and personal. Panthers will be skating right to left here on your TV dial in their home whites, flanked with red and black trim, and Bethel Park in their Halloween colors of orange and black. Well, it's no trick or treat tonight here, John. The turkey is certainly on the table. Panthers have enjoyed a tough season here, playing about 500 hockey here. A tough road loss against Mount Lebanon, and boy, the test doesn't get any easier. Again, Bethel Park just a very, very strong defensive team, although they lost the other day to Shaler. So this team is certainly beatable here. And I think the keys to the game, and again, I was hoping to perhaps talk to the coach here earlier this evening, but I didn't get a chance to, but I was wanting to pick his brain. I think sometimes, John, when you play teams of this caliber, especially when you look at their big-time scorer, number 3, Wetzel, there's really only 2 guys that are powerhouses here for Bethel Park, and you often wonder if you shadow these guys or play a different style of game here just to take them off of their game. But we'll see what happens, and looks like indeed the Panthers are going to get the first power play opportunity here of the evening. And number 24 for Bethel Park will get the gate, a cross-checking minor. And that is Matthew Quigley. And for the first time and last game of the season, I might add, our last home game here. And they finally have the clock working at the 13:44 mark. So we went all season, and they finally fixed us here for the last game. Yeah, we'll try to work on the focus. Last game, I think there was a problem with the lighting at the Mount Lebanon Rec Center, and it was very difficult for the camera to hone in when the play was away from us. We'll see if that changes here this evening. I know the lighting is a little bit better, and the camera works a little bit better when there's light on the subject. Kurt Carruth here on your Panthers Television High Definition Network, along with John Sarabella. And we hope to bring home a victory here for you late in the season. Good look at number 18 here, C.J. Murray. And boy, John, I was looking at the scoring leaders here for our Panthers. And the good news, Upper St. Clair hockey fans, is that number 18 and number 42, 2 freshmen, are in your top leading scorers here for the Panthers. So bright days are ahead for the program. One of the tough things about if you're too good, sometimes these boys decide not to play high school hockey at a certain level. And again, the names of Dylan Reese and always forget the other, Grant Lewis. Always forget Grant Lewis, and I think even there's another young man that played with Anthony and Kyle's team. Can't remember. Left-handed shot. Andrew Blazik. So, boy, another great player that I think the Panthers missed, in the in his senior season. 41 seconds remain here in the man advantage. Going to be picked off here by number 11, Klein, and he'll wheel and deal behind goaltender number 30, DeRora. And no easy task on the other end. Again, Mastracey, Gabriel Mastracey, the top 10 goaltender in the AAA PIHL ranks, comes in with a goals against average under 2. And another tough task here for the Panthers. I don't think, John, we're going to afford the luxury here. Shot on, oh boy, and a good save. It's loose. And a couple good whacks at it, and a good scoring opportunity with 4 seconds to go here in the man advantage. 2 good cracks at it, but Mastracey says no. And the Panthers now will skate 5-on-5 even strength, where the outlet pass comes right on the tape of number 25, Gideon. He'll backhand it in, where Klein out on an extended shift will try to play it. Going to be picked up here by the Blackhawks, but back to center, where 28 Schneiders will pick it up. Little bit of a extra man on the play. The play came as they were changing, but I don't think it hit anybody. So back right on the outlet, here comes Schneiders. Avoids a heavy hit here in the corner by number 15, Nunez, for Bethel Park. Play is still loose on the near boards here. Really haven't had many shots here early in the game. Panthers with 2 good scoring opportunities late in the power play, and I'm not sure if Bethel Park has even mustered, John, a shot on goal here yet. Shot goes and it waffled towards Durar, and he kicks it to the side. Looks like Upper St. Clair here has the upper hand here early. And it looks like it's all Upper St. Clair here, John, for the first 5 minutes of play. Boy, what a end to a good season, stealing a victory here against arch rival Bethel Park. Play comes into the corner, and Gralty's taken off his skates, and he'll go hard into the boards. Once again, excellent transition game going for the Panthers. It seems like the Panthers are having an easy time of it getting out of their own zone, where it seemed like Mount Lebanon would put that pressure on and made it extremely difficult to get that play out of the zone. Lewis on a quick line change here, and they'll comes back to the corner where number 7 will try to play it. Trocano going to be intercepted by number 97, Bourgeois. Outlet pass goes to Escherick, and he'll bank it off the board out of the zone. A couple Bethel players are trapped inside, and Escherick will lead the rush back to center. Heavy hit there by McKelvey, and he's dishing out checks like the first of the month. Little nifty little move there by number 18, C.J. Murray. Backhanded play comes right back on the stick of Murray. Back to the point where he'll look for Surma. Surma unable to keep it in. He'll dump it off a defense, and Upper St. Clair will have to come back on a delayed offside call. Fast-paced game here, a late game once again. Kind of been a weird season here, John. A lot of Thursday night 8:40 p.m. games. Once again, it just seems like Upper St. Clair here has the early upper hand here. And another quick change here. And I think, again, the Panthers don't want to get trapped here. Be careful here. Oh, good play there by the defense. And Bogert came up big here, senior. And a little mini break developing. Bogert right on the play, and he leads the rush back. He looks for Klein. Unable to control, where it'll be picked up by number 25, Brian Davin. Backhanded shot will go right on, stick to side by Mastracey. I think the shots on goal are 3-1 here early in the first. Breakout pass, 3-on-2 develops here for Bethel. Good pass, oh, comes right in, shot on, score. And he broke through the defense, John, and boy, they didn't have many shots. Nunez is going to get the tally, and he split the defense, and he went top shelf over the glove hand of number 30, Durar, and Bethel takes that all-important 1-0 lead. Well, go figure. For the first 8 minutes of play in the game, St. Clair has the definite advantage, and it takes a little bit of a breakdown where a 3-on-2 developed, and Nunez, to his credit, made no doubt about it, and he went top shelf. And with Bethel Park, sometimes, John, that's all they need is a 1-goal lead. So we'll have to see. I think the Panthers here are not going to afford the luxury to get down on this team by too many goals. I think it's going to be really important for Upper St. Clair to answer here within the next couple of minutes here to keep this game knotted at one. Heavy hit there in the corner, and boy, the Panthers have come to play here on a physical level. Gideon dishing out a heavy hit there at the blue line. Oh, beautiful pass, but that's going to go by the mark. And I think Phillips was unable to control number 14. And the Panthers will be called for icing and will face it off to the left of goaltender number 30, Durara. Face off right in front here, taken by number 82, McKelvey, who's going to be waved out. I don't know what he did wrong. Murray will step in and controlled neatly by C.J. Murray. Comes around the goal and a centering pass right on the tape here. Backhand shot by McKelvey. Oh, what a save by Mastracey, and another good scoring opportunity for the Panthers. And McKelvey went to the backhand as he had a mini break of his own, but Mastracey said no. He picked up here by number 21, Esherick. He'll bank it behind the boards for Sarma, but he's going to be beaten to the puck by number 7, Trocano. Unable to control where Bourgeois will try to get the play, and here comes a break. Once again, McKelvey streaking with Murray. 2-on-1. Bourgeois will pick up the mail. Shot on, rebound shot. It's loose. Oh my, and another good scoring opportunity here for the Panthers. And 3 more quality shots as Bourgeois picked up the mail as the trailer shot it on, got his own rebound. And I think the Panthers even had a third crack at it, but a good save again by goaltender number 1, Mastracey. Face-off controlled by the Bethel Park Blackhawks. Chipped aside where number 28, Schneiders, will play it. Unable to get it out, and they'll tie it up here in the corner with number 24, Quigley. Backhanded play, and they look for the cycle, and a good play by Schneiders, and he'll outlet the pass in front to number 22. Be careful here. Oh my, and a giveaway in front as Sersosimo was unable to control, and a slapper from 15, and that went wide by the mark. Panthers dodge a bullet there. Sersosimo tries to clear, and now the Panthers having a difficult time. Once again, though, Bethel Park charging 4 players in and does create an odd man break. Another 2-on-1 started to develop there for Upper St. Clair. Going to be picked up here by Joyce, and he fakes a shot, goes around, wrister, oh boy, and he hits the pipe. And another good scoring opportunity here for the Panthers. There's none of the breaks, John, going their way here early with 5:04 to go here in the first. Play is still loose behind Mastracey. Kept in neatly by Joyce, and it's going to be gloved as a shot goes right on. And we'll face it off to the right of goaltender number 1, Mastracey. Panthers still trail 1-0. Quick moving first period. 4:52 to go here in the first. We've only had 1 penalty doled out to number, I think it was 24, Quigley, for a cross check for Bethel Park. And it looks like we'll have a offside here at the blue line. And again, not many offsides or icings as well. Kind of an interesting, you look at the leading scorers again for Bethel Park. Number 3, Thomas Wetzel, 18 games played, 25 goals, 17 assists, 42 points. And you look at their number 2 scorer, number 7, Tyler Trocano, and he's got 32 points. And after that, John, they fall off to 16, 16, 14, 12, and 11 points. So again, not much firepower here with Bethel Park. Seems to be top weighted with 2 players here. And I think if the Panthers can control the top 2 guns, Panthers have a couple good scorers of their own here. Gideon been playing extremely well here in the past couple of games. Very physical player. Had a couple goals on senior night. Play still a little chippy around the bench of the Panthers, where it'll be taken by number 8, Sermon. He outlets to Murray. He'll avoid a check and an outlet pass right on the tape of Esherick. He'll play it ahead to Bourgeois, unable to control, and Bethel will chip it back into their own zone, and coming back one-on-one. Oh, good defensive effort there by Serma, and that's how you play the body, folks. Defense 101, and on their big gun number 3, Wetzel, Eric Serma coming up big. Going to break back here, number 18, Murray, with a wrister, and that'll be sticked away by Mastracey. Once again, Panthers probably have, John, very uncharacteristic. There was a time where Coach Jim McVeigh, not sure if he's even on the bench here this evening. Yeah, we don't see him over there, but Coach Jim McVeigh, it was very uncharacteristic that you would see more than 10 or 11 shots, let alone in a period, but in a game. So Bethel certainly known for their patience and their defense here in teams of old. Very, very well-coached team as always, and it seemed to give Panthers fits here. Backhanded shot, oh my, shot right on, saved by Deror, and it kicked right out in front, and a backhanded shot and a good scoring opportunity for Bethel goes wide. Bethel still controls, oh my, and a deflection in front. Looks like the Panthers are going to indeed here be called with a holding penalty right in front here. And the penalties will be evened up 1-on-1 on the evening, and Bethel will go on their first power play here of the game with number 81, Bogert, getting the gate. 2 minutes for holding. Time of the penalty, 2:47 remaining here in the first. Face-off taken by number 7, Trocano, and controlled by Bethel Park. Going to be played by number 12, Shipley. Back to the point where Wetzel will take a drive. It's loose. Play is still loose, and a good effort there by Lewis as he cleared it away from Derora, and the Panthers clear it the length of the ice. Outlet pass, left-handed shot, big gun there, Wetzel, and an easy save here by Derara. And he'll hold on with 1:32 remaining in the man advantage. Panthers still trailing Bethel Park 1-0 here in the first. Face-off taken by Bourgeois, where it'll be played in the corner by Esherick. Going to be dug out by Bethel Park, still fighting for it on the boards, and a good outlet here by Bourgeois, right on the tape here of number 25, Gideon, and he looks to beat 2 Bethel defenders, unable to control, but clearing and using precious seconds off the clock. 1:03 remain in the man advantage. Shot on is going to be blocked in front, cleared out by Gideon. And an aggressive play here as Mastracey will play it back to center to try to catch the Panthers here in a line change. A little dipsy doodle here. Nifty little moves here by number 3, Wetzel. Big time shot by Murray, unable to control. Good play by Wetzel at the point to keep it in. Little saucer pass, oh my, almost went in, and a good save in front. I think that might have been Serma that got his play there. It was either Serma or number 18, Murray. But it was on the doorstep, and the defense there saved a goal, John. That was labeled for the left-hand corner, and we have a souvenir. And unlike baseball, you have to throw it back.
3 pounds.
I grew up next to a couple kids that were about 5 years older than me that caught a baseball from Roberta Clementi and one from Pete Rose. And it was my lifelong goal to catch a baseball when I was a kid. And I might add, I now have 5 to my credit. And my first one was on May 31st, 1974. How about that for a memory? Dave Parker off the concrete abutment of Three Rivers, and I broke my glasses and tore my pants, but I got the baseball, and I have no idea where it is today. Shot right on from the point. And another nifty little save there by Durar, and a good play by Durar as he kicked that to the corner. And the Panthers with an excellent job here as they successfully killed the shorthanded situation. Back to skating 5-on-5 with 35 seconds now remaining in the game. Oh my, Panthers again on an excellent forecheck is right. And it's been all Upper St. Clair for the majority of this period, John, coming away short on the short end of the stick here with the score, but boy, a very impressive first period of play here by the Panthers. And they just seem to be snake bitten here. And be careful, a little mini breakout with 11 seconds. And now they're going to be guilty of an icing call. And with 8.1 seconds now, they'll face it off in the Bethel Park zone. And we'll see if we can win a face-off and get a quick shot here on goal. Sometimes a coach will favor pulling the goaltender here with a few seconds to go in favor of that extra attacker, but with 8 seconds, too much can happen. You'll sometimes find with 3 seconds or 4 to go, they'll pull that goaltender and try to get that extra shooter out there for an opportunity. Shot's going to just whistle wide, and that'll do it. Another quality shot there in the corner, and Mastracy says no as time expires. And with the first period coming to a close, Panthers find themselves trailing 1-0. Not sure. We don't see the services of number 42 Barrett Kibe, and I don't believe he played in the Mount Lebanon game either, and I have not heard a report. We'll try to get you one, folks. I know he went down with a knee injury late in the game on, I think it might have been senior night. It was late with 13 seconds to go on senior night, and we'll have to get an update on his condition. I think number 72, Robbie Schneid, is out with a knee injury as well, and so am I. The dreaded torn meniscus. And as Howard Cosell says, the knee. It's always the knee. And looks like we have Central's head coach with a bum knee. He's on the cane right now. I think he used to coach NA at one time.
He won the title with NA.
NA, yeah, won the title, John says, with NA. And Dom, what's his, can't recall his name. It will come to me. Well, second period of play here will begin. And they've changed it up where the Panthers now will be shooting and trying to score on Mastracy here right in front of us here, as they'll now move left to right. Right back on the attack is Wetzel, and boy, can he fly. Not very big, but extremely quick here. Was talking to Larry Marks earlier, and that's a name from the past. I think he's got a couple boys still playing hockey, and he said he's never seen a player like number 3 Wetzel with just like incredible eyes here. And a nifty little shot and a better save by Durar. But number 3 Wetzel just seems to be extremely evasive, and can't ever remember him taking a full check. And again, a trait that is probably God-given at this level. 14-19 remains here in the second. Face-off controlled and kept in by the Blackhawks, where they'll dump it behind the goal, where Schneiders will try to play it. Going to be helped out by our senior captain, number 22, Sir Sosimo. And it looks like we're going to have another penalty here. A roughing or a boarding call, actually. It looks like the Panthers are going to get flagged here. And we're going to find ourselves shorthanded again. And number 22, Sir Sosimo, will get the gate for boarding. And the Panthers now will be shorthanded for the next 2 minutes at the 14:01 mark here in the second. Exactly right. A very, very important penalty kill here early in the game. And again, Bethel, a extremely disciplined team here, doesn't have to win games 8-0, and they're very, very content to win 1 and 2-0 games. And especially when you're going against a goaltender with a goals against average less than 2, it certainly doesn't make it easier on that end as well. Play comes neatly out of the zone, and a good play by the Panthers to clear the play back to center. Play is going to be taken in the corner here on the tape of number 20, Mandia. He takes the play behind the goal. Spinorama move by number 7, Trocano. Oh boy, and number 23 is going to lose it at the point, and Klein's going to race back, and he's got a trailer right on the tape. But Joyce shot on. Oh, what a save by Mastracey. And a nifty little pass there right on the tape. And a big drive is going to be deflected wide. Boy, another good scoring opportunity for the Panthers. Boy, a brilliant, patient play there by number 11, James Klein. And he waited perfectly for Joyce to get into play. And he nifty little saucer pass, and he put Joyce in 1-on-0. And Mastracey came up big. And now, John, I'm looking at number 31 here. You know, that isn't Mastracey. That's Benjamin Garcia here, I think, in goal here. So that's a little interesting. Shot on. Oh, another good shot there by McKelvey. But here you would have assumed that Mastracey would have been playing the game. And I think number 31 comes in as number Benjamin Garcia here. I'm not sure if they even have a second goaltender dressed here. We'll have to check. Yeah, there is one on the bench. Not sure if you can catch the number on that, but yeah, they have to have 2, John's saying. But boy, Panthers once again here early on the attack, and another good scoring opportunity. Right back on the play and an offside here, and oh my. Little May West, one too many moves, and a little bit of fans are clamoring here right on the blue line, disagreeing here with the call. And even Coach Fryer being very, very boisterous here. You don't see that too often. Number 1 is indeed John Mastracey. So they're going with the number 2 goaltender here, Benjamin Garcia, this evening, in a very interesting move by the Bethel Park Blackhawks. Face-off controlled. Oh my. And Panthers have tested Garcia here this evening. It's not like he's had a cakewalk. I think indeed the Panthers have had about 13 or 14 shots here in the first 2 periods. Play is going to be controlled by Bethel Park, where number 20 will take a hard check into the boards, Mandia, and he gets it back to center. Going to be chipped back into the Bethel Park defense, and they'll outlet, but that play comes off the stick, and they'll dump it back, and they'll go for a line change. 10:53 remains here in the second. Good little outlet pass comes on the tape here where Gralte's unable to control it. Going to be picked up here by number 19, James DeGangi. Going to be hounded here by Trocano. And be picked up again by Trocano, back to Nunez, and he's got a tally here on the evening. Or number 12, excuse me. Oh, backhanded shot, and a good save here again in front by Durara. Shot right on, and another big save. And it looks like we've got a quick whistle here. And again, the Bethel fans, number 12 was Shipley that had the quality shot in on the corner, but a good couple saves there by Durara. And Durara's had a couple games this season, John, where he's kept the Panthers in it. And I think with obviously missing the services here of number 42, Barrett Kaib, our leading scorer here. It has been a difficult road getting goals. Very unusual too, John. You and I have followed Upper St. Clair hockey for 6 or 7 years now, and Panther teams of old would light it up kind of like the old Penguins of the chili gold days. If you remember, 7 goals would get you a free bowl of chili. And I can't remember too many hockey games now with 7 goals in it. Good pressure again here by Upper St. Clair here. Kept in by Schneiders at the point. Will be helped out here by number 33, Mendelson. And they'll face it off to the right of Garcia. With 9:37 to go here in the second, Panthers trail 1-0. Face-off controlled by the Blackhawks, but kept in by Esherick at the right point. Play comes back to the left side, and a good play by Surma. Again, having an incredible game here this evening. Shot right on. Oh, rebound shot. Oh, my. And Bourgeois had 2 cracks again at it, John. And just off the backhand is shot wide. And once again, Upper St. Clair with tremendous pressure here for the first 2 periods here, but unable to get a tally. Right back on the attack come the Panthers here. Murray with a shot. Oh, what a save again by Garcia, and he gets the left paw. And the Bethel Park fans applaud. And another good effort right back on the attack are the Panthers. And a very, very impressive first 21 minutes of play here by Upper St. Clair. And generally good things happen if you keep going to the net, John. He'll be chipped out by Shipley, where he'll be, Panthers now will be called for, actually Bethel Park will be called for icing. And they'll face it off to the left of Garcia with 8:51 remaining here in the second. Yeah, he's been fantastic. John mentioned to get a signing bonus for number 18, Murray. He's been all over the ice, and hopefully he'll decide to come back. And rumor has it, Kenny Reggett's son perhaps may play varsity hockey, and that name is synonymous with goaltending. Maybe we'll put a little township pressure on Matt Reggett to come play for the Panthers next season. And we may be retiring next season. So the services of the broadcasting crew, we are in contract talks. I think we are signed up for 1 more season. And we'll have to see what our agents say. Oh, another good opportunity here for the Panthers. And boy, another 2 quality shots back to back, John. Right on, and Garcia will sleep well tonight. And the Panthers, a very impressive offensive attack here this evening. Trailing 1-0 with 8:03 remaining here in the second. Another one shot. Oh my, comes right off the attack, right on Gideon's tape. And he was unable to get the shot off as the Panthers won that face-off. And he was within 5 feet of Garcia. Once again, Gideon here on the attack, and he'll finally be kicked out by number 23, Zachary Blake. Right, still loose at center here. And a good back check here by number 81, Bogert. Oh, and that shot's going to go wide. Looks like we might have some goaltender interference here, and they're going to wave the face-off outside the zone here as he skated through the crease and kind of came in contact with Derora, and the net came off the mooring. So we'll have the face-off outside the blue line. And that is the coach's name, Pandolfo. Used to coach NA to a winning season, and now coaches the Central Catholic purple, yellow, and white Vikings. Once again, St. Clair on the attack. Oh, and a blistering shot there by Gideon, and that's going to go off the skate of a Bethel Park defense, and they will be flagged for an offside. And the last minute of play here with 3 stops in play. Slowing down what has been a very, very quick first period. Face-off just going to be jammed ahead where number 21 Escherick will try to chase back for it. And he's going to be chased by number 21 Loeffler for Bethel Park. Going to be stolen neatly in the corner. He played against the board where McKelvey will battle number 15 Nunez for the puck. Play is still loose on the near boards. Finally going to be taken by McKelvey, and he's ganged up by 2 or 3. Oh boy, gave the referee a little bit of the business as get out of the way. And generally you don't want to do that, and the referee very understanding as he skated away. Here we go, and an interference call indeed. And the Panthers will find themselves guilty here of their 3rd minor infraction. And number 8, Eric Sarma, will get the gate with Father John in penalty box duties this evening. And that's 2 games in a row for John Sarma. I think he did the penalty box for the Mount Lebanon game. And got his face on camera because I think the girl singing the national anthem was in the penalty bar. I think they had a few girls singing the national anthem.
I never want to be in there when your kid gets a penalty. Not a good play.
Play comes in, oh, and a backhanded shot's just going to go wide, and Bethel Park feels a little sense of urgency here with 1:36 to go in the man advantage. Shot on from the right point and sticked away by Derara. Panthers here on a very late change as DeGangi finds himself off the play, and boy, it took a while for the Panther player to get on the zone, but the Panthers dodge a bullet there. Right back on the attack is Bogert, and he is flying tonight. And I'm not sure what happened, but somebody's down on the Panther bench, and my gosh, they stopped the play in the middle. I'm not sure if somebody got hit or if it was a change, I think. And he's ushering some people away, so.
Yeah, somebody got cut. Might have been the coach got a finger or something.
Yeah, he might have got something caught in the boards, but boy, I'll tell you, John Surma opened the gate extremely fast. I think play was still actually going on here, and boy, the paramedic, who is also John in the penalty box, was quick to get to the ice, and I'm not sure what the injury is, but you're right, they're applying some pressure here. It is a player, and that indeed was DeGangi. And as I said, John, he made a late change there in the power play, and yeah, apparently he was cut. You know, and you look and think of what happened on the NHL level, you wonder sometimes if that's a skate. You saw, I can't remember the team here, but they cut his carotid artery at the NHL level, and yeah, with the Panthers. That's right, because we just played the Panthers. And DeGangi is keeping his hand up as he exits the. So indeed, it is a cut of some level, and you wonder, boy, you talk about Ginzu knives, and they're over there scraping the, not to get graphic here, but they're scraping the blood off the ice. And again, it's a brutal sport when you're looking at, you know, skates that are sharp like Ginzu knives. And boy, you could only imagine. I think there was several years ago, another goaltender, I think, was cut by the jugular almost, and boy, it's just amazing more accidents don't happen, but we'll have to see what happened. Probably going to need some stitch work. And again, play has been stopped here at the 5:48 mark with 1:15 remaining in the Surma penalty. But again, a late change there by DeGangi, and we've talked about this in the past, John, where DeGangi had to skate the length of the ice where the Panther bench was furthest away from where the actual play was taking place, and kind of looked like there was a little bit of uncertainty as to what was going on, and a late Panther change where they finally got their fourth player out there, and again the Panthers broke back on a rush, and the whistle was blown. And again, both teams pretty much now at their respective benches here with 5:48 to go here in the second.
I think they either need a scorekeeper or a paramedic here to continue the game.
Yeah, I think that's right. So, boy, they're. I think the paramedic obviously is attending to number 19 DeGangi.
They're pulling the players out.
Oh wow, and I think they're probably going to maybe cut the ice here. Players are indeed going into their respective dressing rooms, and we've seen this before, John. They might just decide to clean the ice here with 5:48 remaining here and just tack on an extra 5:48, and we'll have 20 minutes to go in the and that's indeed what they're going to do. They're going to bring out the ice, and we'll have a shortened now second period, and they'll come back here in the next few minutes, and we will have a final period with 20 minutes and 48 seconds. So we'll let them shake this all out, and we will be back for exciting third and second finish of our second period here in a moment. And we're here with Coach Dave Fryer, and boy, just a kind of weird end to a kind of a second period coming to a halt here with about 5.5 minutes to go, and a little update on James DeGangi here.
Yeah, it's the unfortunate thing about hockey is there's injuries in any sport, but with the blades out there, he got stepped on in the corner of his wrist. It cut him pretty bad. It's a pretty deep cut, but he was smart about it. He got right up, knew he was hurt, and went right to the bench and got attention right away. So they've got him wrapped up in the corner. He'll be out the rest of the game, but it could have been a lot worse, so it's not too bad.
Especially after seeing the Florida Panther, we were just commenting, cutting the carotid artery, and boy, it just seems like these are weapons out there, and obviously unintentional here, just a kind of a freak injury.
Yeah, actually it's even more freaky because C.J. Murray had that earlier this year for his amateur team, not for our team, but he was out for a while for us with the same injury. So fortunately we've seen it twice in 1 year, but it was it could, like I said, could have been a lot worse, but we're ready to play a third period now.
Well, I've got to tell you, I'm very impressed. I don't know what I wanted to talk to you earlier, but boy, the Panthers have certainly come here to play this evening. I think I've counted maybe 14 to 16 shots on goal, which against the Bethel Park team is extremely rare here because they're known for their defense, and very impressed. They've just unfortunately not been getting the bounces here early in the game.
Right, they only allow 17 shots per game, and we're about that right now with 20 minutes of hockey left. So we're on pace to where we want to be. We wanted to get to about the 30 range. We're a little behind that pace, but ahead of the pace that they're used to seeing. So we got some momentum out of that. Fortunately, that period probably ended at the wrong time. We took a penalty at a bad time there to kill some of that momentum, but that goal is just waiting to happen. We just need, like you said, that bounce to get that goal for us, and it's just kind of sitting on the platter for us to get.
Do you find that you have to make, I looked at the main scorers here, and it looks like Bethel's pretty much limited to just two big guns out here. Wetzel, obviously, we know his skills. Do you do anything different in preparing to play against a team of that nature?
Absolutely. That was part of our pregame talk, is that Wetzel's been on fire. He has 28 points in his last 8 games and 14 goals in his last 6, and that's a pace that not many people can keep. We're missing our big scorer in Barrett Cobb tonight, so that's kind of hurt our energy level, if nothing else. He brings scoring punch, obviously. The energy we started the game with wasn't where it needed to be, but it's starting to build now. That's what I'm saying. We kind of lost that momentum at a bad time there. But if we can play the last 20 minutes here with that kind of the energy that Bethel Park isn't able to withstand, they're not used to seeing maybe the attack that we bought for at least part of this period. Last time we played them, our third period was our best against them. We're looking for that repeat performance. Not only by a goal, we can easily get the 2 to win the game.
Well, I'll use my math major skills from college. The next game certainly is, the next goal is certainly going to be key. You get that to 1-1 as opposed to 2-0, and I think obviously that's probably where we have to be. And an injury report, indeed, I did find out that Barrett Cobb is out with an ACL injury, and that indeed did happen the night of senior night. So we do miss his service.
Yeah, it's actually MCL tear. He was out. He was on crutches until today. He was actually back on the ice, just a light skate to see how it felt. He could probably take contact in about a week, so puts him out for at least Monday's game, most likely, and then we have a game next Friday that he's questionable for. But the playoffs start after that, which Barrett wants to be on the ice, but we want him for the playoffs, so we're kind of looking at that.
Well, good. Thanks for taking the time. Lots of luck in the third period, and bring home a win for the Panthers to end our last home game here of the season.
Yeah, thank you. That'd be great.
Take care. And we're back here as they clean the ice. We'll have 5:48 now remaining in the second. Sometimes they'll just piggyback that on top of John and make it an extended third period. But indeed, they'll keep the same area of attack. Panthers still will be skating left to right for the next 5:48. They'll blow the whistle. They'll have a 30-second intermission, and they'll go right into the third period. So Panthers indeed, as Coach Fryer did say, obviously about 17 shots on goal here, and have really brought the attack to Upper St. Clair and to the Bethel Park team, and playing extremely well here. And I think that next goal, as we mentioned earlier, is going to be the key. But a good report. John Surma on the off-ice talked to an exit interview with DeGangi as he is on the way to the hospital. Looks like he was caught with a skate and about a laceration of perhaps 2 or 3 inches. We'll get him stitched up and back playing again. Bethel Park will lead the rush back out with number 18 Kerr, and a backhanded shot and a good save as Dorora played his angle extremely well there, and a good play by Sir Sosimo in the corner as he'll spin around and get it back to center. Oh, right on the tape here. Good pass for Joyce. Shot. Oh, what a save again. And a brilliant shot again by Joyce. And boy, 2 golden opportunities for number 9, James Joyce. And he kind of got in a little deep, John. And Garcia played his angle well. And another golden opportunity here for Upper St. Clair. Short-handed, I might add. Panthers still with 8. Number 8, Sermon, in the box with 33 seconds to go in his minor penalty. And the Panthers with a nifty little pass right on the tape at the blue line. Sent number 9, James Joyce, in 1-on-0. And Garcia came up big.
No, he's cheating. He's trying to get behind them.
Play will come around the corner where number 55, Lewis, will bank it around the boards, and it'll clear it the length of the ice, and that'll do it, folks. With 2 seconds now remaining, the Panthers have successfully killed the man advantage. Oh, and a blind pass there to nobody, and number 82, McKelvey, will get there first. Finally going to be picked back up here by Kerr, and he's been out on an extended shift. Banks it over to number 15, Nunez, and he has the only tally here on the evening. Panthers still trailing here 1-0. Play comes through the center ice area where Nunez will bank it behind goaltender Dorora. Picked up here by the Panthers, and back to center it goes. Another nifty little pass right on the tape of Bourgeois, but he's unable to control. Played into the corner where Escherick will take a heavy hit into the boards. Good defensive effort there again by Lewis there, and he played the body, and 2 excellent defensive efforts here by Surma and Lewis, and that is defense 101 here, folks. Back to the point, and a wrister right on, and a good pad save again by Dorora. And Max doing an excellent job kicking those rebounds into the corner. Finally going to be picked up by number 12, Shipley, and he's unable to control. Bourgeois is going to skate a little break here. Murray, shot on, oh, just goes wide. Shot will bank off the backboards, and once again, the Panthers with an excellent opportunity here. Right back on the attack comes Joyce. He wheels and deals, and he'll go around a few players. Shot on, oh, another good chest save, and another quality shot by Joyce. And Garcia, for being a backup, certainly has been tested here this evening. And the Panthers keep bringing the fury. Faceoff controlled by the Blackhawks, but going to be intercepted there by number 9. Picked off by Sir Sosimo back to the point where Schneiders will bank it back to number 11, Klein, and he'll give up his body and take a heavy hit in the corner. Finally comes over to Wetzel, and he'll bank it back to center, but right back on the attack is Bogert, and he'll leave it for number 11, James Klein. Back to center, and boy, the Panthers doing an excellent job. Passing is right. The transition game has been extremely impressive here this evening. And boy, it just seems like the stars are starting to align here, John. I think the Panthers really deserve a goal here. And boy, I think if we can, spoken like a true homer, I think if the Panthers, and they get one! And the stars indeed did align, and from the point, I think that might be Esherick with the drive. Number 21, Brian Esherick's going to tickle the twine, and the Panthers tie it at 1. Wow, broadcasting 101, the prediction a la Swami. And boy, you just had that feeling. Panthers, how about that for the call? The Panthers deserve a goal. And indeed, they worked extremely hard and were rewarded. And Esherick with a big tally here with 2 minutes to go here in the second. And it is a new ball game, folks. What a blistering shot up high, right over the glove of Garcia. And he classic water bottle goal for number 21, Brian Esherick. Panthers right back in this game here, and boy, I tell you, Panthers just have been extremely disciplined here. Very, very focused, and again, without the services of their leading scorer, number 42, Kaib, a very impressive 2 periods of play here, and now without DeGangi, boy, I tell you, this team has a lot of heart here. And it's probably one of the best efforts we've seen them play all year. Back in the corner, oh my, and a one-timer was set up right on the tape there of Tricano, and he was unable to pull the trigger. Panthers again here. I missed this. Another shorthanded situation here. Gralty's going to get the gate. Didn't even see that penalty called. And now Bethel's on a power play, and they answer. And Tricano's going to get the tally on a set play. It came right in the crease, and that'll be a power play goal. And I apologize. I did not see the penalty on Gralty. And indeed, with a minute 21, the Panthers put themselves shorthanded, John, for the 4th time in the game. And you just cannot do this consistently against the Blackhawks, and they made the Panthers pay. Oh my, boy, after tying it up after 2 hard periods, the Panthers give up a power play goal here, and they have to be careful. Bethel seems to have the little bit of the momentum here, and here comes another break for the Panthers. Right back on the attack is Sersosimo with a wrister from 15 and a save by Garcia. Physical play starts to pick up here as that's going to be played out by number 11, Seifert, unable to control, and a good play by our own number 11, Klein. Kept in here at the corner neatly. A little bit of a hand pass and a good call by the official as Joyce will pick up the play, and a good play by Lewis as he kept it in. But he pushed it ahead with the hand, and we'll have a stop and play and a face-off outside the blue line with 45.6 seconds remaining here in the second. Panthers now trail 2-1. Another face-off aggressive play here by the Panthers, where Murray's going to put it right on the tape of Bourgeois, unable to control, and it'll be skated back by number 7, Tricano, and a good little aggressive effort there by McKelvey, but he'll find that he is put in offside. And assistant captain McKelvey will take the draw outside the blue line with 30 seconds remaining here in the second. Faceoff is controlled and won by Upper St. Clair. Taken by, oh my, a heavy hit against Bourgeois. And boy, these boards are doing exactly what they're supposed to do. The flexibility on these boards where they just give with the player's body. It's incredible. I remember back going to the Penguin games probably 15 years ago, John, where there was a time when I think good old Howard Baldwin changed the boards at the Penguin games, and that'll do it. They said shoot, shoot, shoot for Shipley, and he ran out of time. And the period will come to a close here with Bethel Park enjoying a 2-1 lead as we'll head for a little 30-second break and start the third here without them cutting the ice. But indeed, talking about those boards, I remember just specifically those boards being extremely rigid, and you could see that a lot of the NHL players didn't want to go into the corners, and I think they perhaps either went back to the old boards, but you have to have a little bit of give in the boards and on the glass as well, because obviously gravity would take control of the sport. But needless to say, a very exciting 2 periods of play here. A very impressive performance here by the Panthers. Indeed, playing their hearts out here for the first 30 minutes of play. Unfortunately, they found themselves with 4 penalties this evening, and Bethel Park was able to cash in on the last power play opportunity. So obviously this is anyone's game. Once again, I think it's important that the Panthers score next to keep this knotted at 2, and anything can happen, but an exciting 15 minutes of hockey does remain. Well, we'll face it off with 15 minutes to play, and Joyce will take the draw against Turcano, and he has a tally here on the evening. Play will come back to Esherick. Oh my, and a heavy hit again in the corner. And Esherick with the lone Panther goal here. He'll lose it in the corner. Oh my, and he went for a physical hit, and the referee again got in the way. And boy, the pace of play here is just unbelievable. Turcano's going to feed it to the crease, but nobody home, and they'll bank it right back to play here. But I tell you, John, it looks like the physical play, big check by Sir Sosimo, and the physical play is really starting to heat up here in the third. Play is still loose behind goaltender number 30, Durar, where it's picked up by Turcano, and another heavy hit there by Esherick. And boy, Brian Esherick with a fantastic game here this evening. Play shot right on, another save in front. He doesn't know where it's at. It's loose. And boy, it looked like the Panther actually poked it in the goal, but the whistle had blown. And I think Garcia had lost sight of the puck. But they'll blow the whistle with 13:59 remaining here in the third. Panthers still trail by 1 goal. Faceoff controlled by the Panthers back to the point where Bogert will take a drive, and he's going to be helped out by Surma. Shot right on, hit the side of the net. And good play there by Durar as he puts a stick to freeze the puck, and we'll face it off. And we'll have a face-off to the right of the Panther goaltender. Face-off taken by Gideon, controlled again by the Panthers. He helped out by Bogert, but he's battling 3 Bethel Park orange jerseys back behind the goal where they'll center it. Good play again by Bogert as he blocked that pass right in front, and another nifty little play by Surma. Right back on the attack is Bogert here, an aggressive defensive play. He's going to be taken around the corner and a wraparound. And a good save again by Durara. And a little extracurricular here in front. And they'll skate away. And we'll have 2 wholesale line changes. And with 13:18 to play, they'll bring out the McKelvey line. Face-off again controlled by Upper St. Clair, and that play will come back to the point of Bethel Park where they'll just wrist it back in the zone. Unable to get it out as Schneiders, and Bethel will dump it right back down deep where number 21 Eschrick will play it around the corner over to Murray, and he tries to backhand it out. Once again, Panthers all over the ice here, still unable to get it out. A good play by Schneiders in the corner. He'll bank it around the board where be kept in again. Deflected right on. Oh, what a save by Durar, and he got the left skate right down. And that's what good forechecking, John, will do. You're a big fan of the forecheck. Oh, and that play comes back into the center ice area and unable to be kept in. But, boy, that's how goals are created. 3 or 4 times, John, the Panthers tried to clear the zone and would get it to the blue line and kept right back in by Bethel. But a good save by Durar to keep the Panthers still alive here, trailing by 1 in the third. He comes around the corner where Lewis will play it. And once again, the Panthers doing an excellent job here, John, taking the body and giving up the body to be first to get to the puck. Very impressive performance here. Oh my, Surma did take a little gamble there, and he was streaking to the crease, and he gets back. And a good play by Sersosimo to get back and pick up for Surma. Little high sticking here. I think a stick perhaps might have hit the helmet of Surma, and he takes a little exception here. He has to be careful here in the corner. Play is going to be taken by Lewis again. Oh, and a nifty little transition. Right back on the attack come the Panthers. Boy, it's just been a weird game here again. You're not used to seeing Bethel with such a high-flying open offense and defensive style. And a good save, and boy, another nifty little hip check you saw in the corner. And my, the play has heated up. And a wrister from 20 and a good save again by Durar. And we'll face it off to the left of goaltender number 30, Max Durar. .11:15 remains. Face-off controlled by Bethel Park, and another wraparound attempt here. And a good defensive effort. Number 81, Bogert, having an exceptional game as well here on defense. Right back on to Joyce. A 3-on-1 develops. Shot on. Oh, another nice save. And I think Bogert ripped it off from the off wing and caught the pad of Gabriel. And right back on the attack comes Bethel Park. Be dumped into the corner by number 24, Quigley. Oh, my, and another penalty here. And the Panthers indeed are going to get an opportunity where either a kneeing or a tripping call is going to be called. And the turkey is indeed on the table here. We've got a kneeing penalty by number 15, Nunez. And at 10:42 remaining here in the third, the Panthers will find themselves with the man advantage for the next 2 minutes. Face-off again controlled by the Panthers, where they've got 4 forwards out there and 1 defenseman in number 21, Eschrick, where they'll have number 9, Joyce, a forward, playing the left point. Play will be corralled in the corner here by Murray. He centers it. Past the stick of Sersosimo, unable to control. Good give and go here, back to the point where Joyce will wrist it from 10, and a good save right on, and a third or fourth shot on net by Joyce. And right into the pads of Garcia. 1:31 remains in the Panther man advantage here. The penalty to Nunez, 2 minutes for kneeing. And the faceoff will be taken by Murray and controlled neatly by the Panthers. Right back on the tape of number 21, Eschrick. Oh, it's loose in front. Oh, McKelvey with a golden opportunity and couldn't snap it off as goaltender Garcia was to the ice in an empty net. But he couldn't get control of it, and right back on the attack. And a good back check here by number 21, Eschrick. Right on the tape of number 9, James Joyce, and a nifty little blind backhanded pass right to Eschrick. Dumps it in, and unable to control is Murray. And with 55 seconds to go, McKelvey will regroup behind Durara. Outlet pass all planned neatly right on the tape of Murray as he caught the carom off the board. Schneiders will take it down deep in a backhanded effort. He takes a power move. It's loose. Oh my, and another big move. It's still loose, and goaltender Garcia's down. The play is still loose. Oh my, and now it went in. And my, oh my, a power play goal. I'm not sure who got it, John. But 4 or 5 quality shots on goal. And I'm not sure if it was Schneiders or Murray, but they were both down in the action. And my, oh my, 4 or 5 good quality opportunities. And the Panthers answer with a power play goal of their own to tie it here at 2. All you could see is 2 or 3 bodies in front. Garcia was on his behind, and finally they rammed it home. And boy, the turkey is certainly on the table here. Oh my, and they're going to have another power play opportunity here. And the Panthers doing an excellent job to answer right back. I'm sorry, it might be a probably a hand pass or something, or an offside play, but the play will come outside the zone, and we'll still skate 5-on-5 here with 8:54 remaining here in the third. And boy, this is just a game you really want to get a good feeling about. And boy, the Panthers answering the tough bell here to tie Bethel not once but twice here. And boy, if they can get the next goal here with the way they've been beating the Blackhawks to the corners, it could be our night. Not sure if we've seen an overtime game here this season. Typically, if the score would end up tied here at the end of regulation, they would skate to a 5-minute overtime. He who scores first wins period. And after the 5 minutes, it would be knotted and ending up here in a tie game. But 2-2, and they've got to keep the line changes quick into a minimum. And Bethel right back on the attack. Oh my, Wetzel picked up, and Eschrick made a good play to disrupt it. And if Eschrick was not there, Wetzel would have had a clean shot from 10 feet. But a good play by the defense, number 21, having the game of his night here. Oh, be careful here, and he's pulled down. And a brilliant play. I'm not sure if it's going to be a penalty shot. I don't think it is, but boy, I tell you, John, if you ever saw a defensive effort, it was fantastic. I don't think anything's going to be called here. Durara gambled and came out, and boy, the defense came back and pulled the Bethel Park player down, and typically you'll find the automatic penalty go up, but boy, to the credit of the referee, they deemed it was a great defensive effort and perhaps kept this game alive. And what an effort by the Panther defense here this evening. Bethel right back on the attack, and to be played by number 24, Quigley. It's loose. Be careful here. And a shot goes and tried to be deflected off the pad of Durara. Blocked in front. It's loose. Shot on score. Oh, you'd have to be here to believe it, folks. Number 20 is going to get the tally. Christopher Mandia. And boy, a defensive effort. The save from the right point went right off the right pad of Durara and on the tape, and he backhanded it into an empty net. And my golly, you'd have to be here to believe it. And the Panthers now find themselves trailing 3-2. We got bodies flying all over the ice. They're falling outside the rink. They're falling on the ice. Oh my, injuries all over, and it seems to be the month of the knee. It's always the knee, including myself. Right back on the tape of Murray, and he outlets cross ice to McKelvey, and we'll see what the Panthers are made of here. My gosh, to the well one more time. Panthers have unfortunately been unable to take a lead at any point in time in this game, and with 6:20 remaining here, find themselves trailing 3-2. And a shot's going to go right on in the corner, and a good play by Schneiders to get it out of the slot. Back in the center ice area, and finally going to be banked back to center, where Bethel will regroup and bank it back home. Bethel on a quick line change here, played out by number 21 Esherick, and he's a little upset that that hit the referee's blade. Going to be dumped back in by the Blackhawks, where Schneiders will play it around the corner. He banks it back to center, nobody home on the Panther end. We've taken down in the corner by Shipley. Oh, a centering pass goes by Wheatley. The Wetzel. Play is still loose. The puck will come back to the corner, and it'll be kept in neatly by the defense by Blake. Looking for Wetzel here in the corner. Not a very big player, number 3, the big gun for Bethel Park, but very gifted scorer. Right on the tape of number 11, Klein, and that'll deflect into the meshing. And with 5:07 remaining here in the third, Panthers trail the Blackhawks 3-2. Little extracurricular here now. Coach Jim McVeigh involved with the official. And boy, uh-oh, here we go. And a penalty is going to be called. And we're going to have a bench penalty here, folks. Jim McVeigh is just extremely outraged. And I think the face-off, he was complaining the face-off perhaps should have been outside the zone, and the referee warned him, and McVeigh was pretty much had his foot on the edge of the boards and got a 2-minute bench penalty, and we'll see what the Panthers can do. And he's still going after the official. And you've got to be careful here. You don't want to put your team down again by another man here. And looks like we're going to have I think a hooking call here. And if that's against Bethel Park, which I think it is, John, the Panthers now with 4:49 are going to find themselves with a 2-man advantage here in the third. Wow. And one of the things that's interesting, and we haven't seen much of this season, but boy, John, if the Panthers find a way here to score within the next 1 minute and 43 seconds, they will indeed, that will be the penalty that will come off the board, and will indeed still have another power play existing. So it's not inconceivable that the Panthers could get 2 goals here in the next span of 1:43. And boy, a puck just bounced over the stick of number 9, Joyce, and 5-on-3. Here come the Panthers with Esherick. And boy, you've got to feel a sense of urgency. Right on the shot on, score! And just like I was talking about, the Panthers answer quickly, and Murray's going to get the tally. And the Panthers tie it at 3 and will still enjoy a 1 minute and 38-second power play on a beautiful set play. And Esherick indeed came down on the left wing and set up Murray at the center ice slot, and he rammed it home. And the Panthers have tied it at 3. Oh my, what a turn of events late here in the third with 4:20 to go. The Panthers have tied this game for a third time this evening. And the Panthers find themselves still with the man advantage for the next 1:22. Right on the tape again of Esherick having an incredible game this evening. Has a tally and an assist right in the slot. Oh, and a golden opportunity back to the point where Schneiders will take a drive. It's loose. Comes around into the corner, unable to get another shot, and right back on the attack comes Bethel. Oh, and a nifty play there by Joyce as he picked his pocket. Give him 5 and 10 for robbery here. back to the corner in the command position. Joyce will take it and unable to control, and Durara will be forced and aggressively play it right back to Joyce. Good play there by Durara, right on the tape of McKelvey. Oh, and two bodies collide there. Sersosimo with a shot. Oh, it's loose. Good save by Garcia back to the point. 34 seconds remain in the man advantage. Centering pass goes by the mark, and that's going to come all the way back to center where Bethel will lead the rush back one-on-one. Good defensive effort there by Schneiders, and again, three classic one-on-one defensive plays here by the Panthers. 14 seconds remain, and the Panthers will have one more rush. Right on the tape of Murray, and he has a tally here on the evening. Shot, it's loose. Rebound comes into the corner. McKelvey will help out with 2 to go. Centering pass as he looks for Sersosimo. It's loose. Still on to Murray. Shot, oh my, just goes wide, and Murray with another golden opportunity. All Upper St. Clair here with 2:38 to go. And now a hooking call. And another penalty is going to be dished out here. And I think, unfortunately, the Panthers are going to get the gate here. And McKelvey's going to be guilty of the infraction. And oh my, John, with 2:37 to go, the Panthers will find themselves now shorthanded for the next 2 minutes. My, what a game. And yeah, boy, you're motioning the timeout. I think a good TO would be you get one per team, and unless the 10-10 pizza must be ordered, because it is 10-10 as we speak. And again, oh my, what a game. I think, boy, it just would be a heartbreaker if the Panthers, for some reason, could not hold on. I think, indeed, they have brought the best in a very difficult situation, losing a key defenseman, having your number one scorer off, and boy, the Panthers have played with all the heart you could imagine here. And just somehow find a way here with 2:16 to go to pull off a victory. 3-3 tie. Play comes back to Bethel, where they'll regroup into the corner. Going to be banked off the boards over the stick of Schneiders. Going to be played neatly by Sermon. He banks it out of the zone on a brilliant defensive effort by Serma, and he'll change up and keep the fresh legs. And with 1:13 remaining in the man advantage, Panthers doing an excellent job here late in the third with this penalty kill. Play right on the tape of number 7, Trocano. And he tried to hit Wetzel skating in. Back to the point, be careful here. Oh my, a screenshot is blocked and deflected into the corner. The Panthers dodge a bullet there. Going to be picked up in the corner by number 20. Back to Wetzel, it's loose. And Durara's down. Back to the point. Rister, and oh, it's blocked in front. And a good play by the Panthers, and Bourgeois will kick it out with the left hand, and the Panthers on a wholesale change. 32 seconds remain in the man advantage. Kept in at the point and held on by Durara, and he says no. And the Panthers, with 26 seconds still to kill on the McKelvey minor, and 1:02 remaining in the third, still find themselves tied with the heated rival, the Blackhawks from Bethel Park. Now the Panthers doing an excellent job, John, with the quick line changes. That has been a problem with Panther teams earlier in the season, and I think this has just been a perfectly coached and played game this evening by the Panthers. Centering pass is blocked in front. It's going to come by the board, and the official once again gets in the way, where Shipley will play it into the corner. 5 seconds remain in the man advantage. A cross ice pass goes by the mark. Picked up by Bogert, taken by Sersosimo, unable to control. Penalty's over, shot right on, and a good save, a skate save by Durara. Finally going to be picked up by McKelvey, and he's going to skate around the defense. Oh, takes a heavy hit in the corner, right on the tape of Sersosimo, and he's going to dump it down deep. 18 seconds remain in regulation. Going to be picked off by Joyce, but he was unable to control. Back to the point with 9 seconds remaining. Bethel on one last rush here where Shipley will play it. Centering pass taken by Joyce, and he'll bank it back to center. And that'll do it. And the Panthers now indeed will find themselves in a potential 5-minute overtime here as regulation play ends. And sudden death it is, John, with 3-3 score here. And a very exciting game here. We will have a 60-second break here. I think teams are still allotted their one timeout here. I don't think either team has used that. Not that that seems to be a pressing issue here, but boy, I tell you, 60 minutes of 45 minutes, if you will, John, of great hockey this evening. And boy, what no question. We've been calling games all year, and without a doubt, the best game of the season here. So put this one in the archives. A little emotion on both sides. Very animated coach here, Dave Fryer, feels a sense of urgency here. And I have to take my hat off to the coach tonight. I think this is what the team needs. I think you show a little emotion, and that indeed does translate into the play on the ice. And boy, I'll tell you, Panthers have yet to take the lead here in the game this evening. And what better time than to get the fourth goal of the evening and put them on the bus to go home. Well, they will still keep the play skating the same way. Bethel will skate left to right, and our Panthers will skate right to left, so they have not changed that here for the overtime. Right on the tape of Klein as the Panthers win. It's in front, it's loose. Oh my, and the Panthers with 9 seconds almost strike early. And Garcia was to the ice, and I think he temporarily, John, lost sight of the puck. But it was under his pads, and the Panthers almost strike within the first 9 seconds of overtime. Panthers again indeed control the faceoff, where Surma does an excellent job keeping it in. Play comes back to center where Bogert will deflect it. It's loose. Oh my, right through the crease. And a bouncing puck almost went in, and Sersosimo was on the doorstep. And Bethel dodges a huge bullet there. Another excellent defensive effort there. You gotta be kidding me. And an interference call. He was playing the body. A very, very suspect call here. You've gotta be kidding me. Boy, let him play, John. I got to tell you, that play, and Sersosimo voicing, and Fryer very animated. Let the game be decided on the ice, but I think number 8, Surma, was just standing up as man who was playing the puck, and indeed was flagged with a 2-minute minor here, and the Panthers now are going to have to kill off a minor penalty, and what a shame that would be to see the game end on this note. Oh, McKelvey indeed is flying. How about a short-handed goal here? Murray's taking it into the corner, and he's looking to center where McKelvey's there. Panthers indeed have a tough task ahead of them. Play comes around the corner where Murray will just bank it back, and finally going to be corralled behind the goal, and successfully the Panthers have killed the first 30 seconds of this man advantage. Very interesting call. Usually in the third period or overtime, John, they're going to let the game be decided on the ice, and a quick penalty on Surma, who was standing up his own man, and a good effort there by Murray. And he aggressively crashes the net. And they'll skate away. And with 3:42 to go in the overtime period, we're knotted at 3 with 1:13 remaining in the Surma minor. And they're going to wave them both off on 2 coincidental minor slashing calls. And that will not affect the play on the ice here. Oh no, and number 23, they've evened it up here. They got a slashing minor here, and they have indeed evened up the situation. Murray did not get a penalty, so wow, what a break for the Panthers. Number 23, Zachary Blake, is going to get the minor. 2 minutes for slashing, and wow,
It's an even up there.
Yeah, who knew? Yeah, you never know. I mean, sometimes there's a great commercial on TV with an NFL official, and for the next play, I blew the call, and you will get the next penalty, irregardless if there is a penalty. So, needless to say, the turkey is now on the table and skating 4-on-4 for the next 1 minute, and the Panthers will enjoy a 47-second power play, John, of their own. And oh my, has the tide turned here. And this is about as open ice as you'll get. 4-on-4. Gonna be taken by Trocano and a heavy hit in the corner. Oh my, you've got to be kidding me. And another penalty here on Bourgeois. And in a, oh, this is just unbelievable. Pretty much a penalty-free game, and all of a sudden you've had 3 penalties here in the overtime period. Very uncharacteristic. Now we're skating 4-on-3. You want to talk about open ice now. 7 players, 3 in the box, and the Panthers now are going to be disadvantaged by 1 man. Shot right on, oh my, and a good save there by Durar, and that was another set play. Back to the point, a shot's going to be deflected, it's loose. Oh, and a good play again in front, it's still loose, and a whistle will be blown, and my golly. That puck was all over the place, loose in front, and we had a good angle here in the B location. But with 2:49 to play here in the overtime, Panthers still have 21 seconds remaining in the Surma minor, and that'll bring them back to 4-on-4. Shot on, it's loose. Oh, what a save by Durar. It's still loose, and a goal. And that'll do it, folks. That puck was bouncing in the goal. A penalty's going to be dished out, and that game is going to come to an end. Joyce extremely upset, and a very, very tough way to end in some way a controversial end here, John, and I tell you, you just took the heart out of the Panthers here. That puck was bouncing all over the place, and indeed it hit something and got deflected in, and Joyce extremely upset. An assistant captain tried to voice his opinion with the officials, and Fryer is just extremely upset with the officiating here, and I have never seen anything come to an end like this. Again, a game that was extremely hard fought, and to be ended like this, it just seems like just not any justice tonight. So boy, treated here again with an exciting game. Penalty minutes all over the board here. Panthers indeed find themselves trailing the whole game, but to the credit of the Upper St. Clair Panthers, they hung in there. They tied this game up on 3 separate occasions here this evening, and unfortunately found themselves on the short end of a few penalties that perhaps could have gone either way. So a very, very upsetting evening on a hard-fought end to a tough season here. And boy, just a tremendous effort on all parts, from the coaching staff to the players to the goaltenders, and a complete effort, and unfortunately a finish that really is just kind of leaves a sour taste in your mouth. So it is what it is. We'll wake up tomorrow and do it all over again. Panthers indeed will find themselves still here in the playoff hunt and still have 2 games remaining in the 2007-2008 regular season. So for John Sarabella on a disappointing end, I'm Kurt Carruth. We're signing off on the Panthers Television Network, and we'll see you come playoff time. Good night, everybody.